Hello everyone, Neverzen come back with another video. Today we're going to be checking out my top 100 songs of 2022. Yes, I know it's a bit late. However, it's been 1 year since I first started uploading videos. It's 1 year today, if I'm being specific. So I am, save a big video for this. Why not, But this is kind of how we're going to run through this. We're going to start number 100. We're going to go all the way down through 26. You're just going to get the song title in 10 seconds. Don't really have descriptions for all of those. From songs 25 to 11, you'll have like the 1 sentence description like you normally give for ranking videos. And then I'll discuss the top 10 as usual. Just a reminder that this is entirely my opinion. You may agree or disagree. Feel free to do that in the comments as long as you're respectful. If you are disrespectful in any way, shape, or form, then I will just get rid of the comment because we don't have time or energy to be worrying about dealing with disrespect. So as long as you're respectful, we can have a conversation about what songs I maybe missed and why I didn't put them on and so forth. So without further ado, let's jump right in and let's take a look at our top 100 songs of 2022.
Hey! 전부 비켜라 비켜.
Looking at my PIC. I know. 그게 땡겨 좀 더 땡겨봐봐 기도 차지.
천국의 데자뷰. 지금부터는 널 만나 인터뷰. 네가 원한 모든 걸 다 줄.
We wanna do it fresh. Gotta go. We fresh. 발에 맞춰 전진 reload. 저기 가득한 길 reload. 우리 모두에게 salute.
Passion to you. Go run in the Ferrari. 너에게 only. 아주 빠져들어가. 심장이 너란 고통에 깊이 중독돼.
I wanna thank you. 너에게 말해. 수백 번 말해도 모자란단 말야. I wanna thank you.
Like tonight's your birthday. Every second, every minute make me wanna celebrate it. Walking on the moon. 태어나는 fantasy can breathe. You want me walking on the moon. 덤벼 bring it on. 내가 가는 길 막지 마. Bring it on. 결국 증명해볼 거야. 덤벼 bring it on. Baby I always keep it. Twilight, alright. Feel the city, I can't feel it.
a little kiss. Blow a little kiss. Give it to me.
텅 빈 화리 속은 이제 벗어나 멈출 수 없어 난 이미 한 줄기의 빛이 따라가
Britney, hey! Britney, hey!
Won't you be from busting? 준비하시고 쏘세요 That I like that 기분 좋아 baby 흔들어줘
꽃이 날아다니는 나비의 기분할 것 같아 I'm so Sparkling 같이 번져 You make me feel alive 내가 살아있다는 게 느껴져 I'm alive
We can blow it up with TNT 가려진 안개 속에 Don't stop 이 길의 끝은 없어 Try on No breath 내 하루가 빈틈없이 널 향해 이어지고 있는 걸 어쩌드는
What's the spot? Who are you? Turn up, oh, show yourself. Oh, we must escape. And I can get
이 밤을 깨워 I know you wanna 눈부신 nirvana
like a finale. 가장 뜨겁고 아름다울 때 완성된 last scene. Ooh, like a finale. What you looking at? 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 I'm fearless.
Go crazy Never let it stop I feel it in the bounce We're going crazy Go crazy I got that crack I just don't know what to do 다시 또 step 자꾸만 더 흔들려 잡힌 너머의 line 우린 현실로 faded 이 거짓들 사이 새 속으로 dive And I walk like a lion 짜릿한 whisper I'm a big problem 더 속삭여줘 whisper
Why so serious? 보이는 것 그대로 날 믿어봐. Hey, 어렵게 생각나. Nothing's wrong, right? Can you see me?
It got me crazy 색깔이와 힘이 시다 가나타의 She's so sad
Bow down. 지켜봐. 뭐랄까? Say what? We coming. 소리쳐. 들어봐. 불러봐.
처음 본 순간부터 내게 그저만 love for me baby 숨길 수 없어 난 내게 그저만 love for me 내 멋대로 덤 내 몸이 이끄는 대로 내 멋대로 느껴져 high like a big rush of adrenaline 내 심장의 shot Come on give me one shot one more shot Come on give me one shot 얻고서 널 그게 바로 너의 내 첫사랑 You fear 그래 바로 너의 손에 내 맘
흐르는 네 느낌은 cool. 소리쳐 아야야야. 번쩍거려 wild like. Next to your heart, the more. You're next to
Drop it like hot, hot, hot. 어제 I'm feeling so hot. 이 노래 버리 like hot, 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 hot. 우리는 drop it like hot.
나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 maniac
핑핑 돌아버리겠지.
maniac Frankenstein처럼 걸어 maniac maniac
You're the greatest on my mind. Give me your giving on my mind. 수단이 감독이는 sunlight. 떠나볼까 너와 나의 greatest. Everybody wanna be like me. Be like me. Do it like me.
number 10, which technically this is not K-pop. However, I'm counting it anyways because why not? But we have Phantom by Wavy. Now, for those of you who have been around, know how much I like NCT. However, Wavy was the first NCT unit that I got into, so they have a special place in my heart. I have been waiting since March 2021 for a Wavy comeback, which I just found out a few weeks ago that apparently they were working on this comeback because 10 spoiled the choreography during one of the kickback promotional stages. But we're not going to talk about that. But I love this song so much. It has that wavy sound to it. Like, it's very unique, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's like that mature sound. And I'm honestly obsessed, especially if you give me Xiaojin vocals, 10 vocals, and Kung vocals. And then Yang, Henry, and Winwood with the low, deep voice raps. Oh my gosh. There's just so much that I could just go on and on and on and on and on about that song. I promise you, I'm not trying to be here for 20 years talking about Wavy because I could be. But honestly, this is nothing less than what I expect from my alt. Although I am surprised that there's at least 9 songs that I like more than Phantom. So these must be some good songs. So let's just jump into the next one.
Just feel the music, pop, pop, that's right. Better get a beat in my heart.
All right, number 9, we have Bop Bop by Vivi's. I think it's actually VVG, which is their Hangul pronunciation, but I'm gonna say Vivi's anyways. But we have this amazing, catchy, disco-influenced bop. When they said it's bop bop, that's exactly what the song is. It's bop. I really, really, really love this song. I had just gotten into G-Friend and then it disbanded, so I'm like, no. But then I had VV, so I'm like, okay, this is something I can work with. And then I ended up loving their debut and playing it on repeat non-stop. Similarly to, for those of you who've been around, aside from also knowing I alt NCT, this was my outro song at one point in time on the channel, so obviously I have to like it enough to use it as an outro. Like, the instrumental is cute, it's funky, it's poppy. Killed me and has been my bias since this debut. I don't know what it was about with Vivi's, but she's like, all right, let me show you all the talents that I have that I couldn't really do in G-Friend, and she's like, here you go, I'm gonna lay it out on the table for you. And then it's just the colors with the blue, the purple, and the red. Oh my gosh, I love it. Top tier music video. There's a reason it was my outro at one point. So that covers that. Let's move on to the next one. At number 8, we have Virus by Victon. This is one of the later entries onto this list, but for a very good reason. I am obsessed. The intricacies with the production of this song with the instrumental is phenomenal. I could go on and on and on about the instrumental, but I'm not going to. Just know it's phenomenal and I'm obsessed with it. And then you have the vocals on top of it, and it just sounds so beautiful. I'm sad that Seungsik's gonna be enlisting soon. It's like, can you just keep Victon the way they are, please? No enlistments or anything. Just bring back Seungwoo and let Victon be as they are. But I was honestly scared for this song, especially with one of the members just leaving before they did this comeback. So I was very scared if I was going to enjoy this song, but I really enjoyed it a lot. I'm talking like I had this on repeat for at least a week straight after it came out. November had a lot of good songs, and there's a reason why this was my favorite song from November, because it's just that freaking good. And then Subin murdered me, as usual. But are we really surprised with Subin being problematic for me at this point? He's just problematic. So that's why we have Virus here at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is an interesting song. We have Wild Side by Red Velvet. I'm going to be fully transparent here. When this song first came out, I hated it. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, I don't like this. But then I kept, going on YouTube, and then I kept seeing the last chorus for this song, and I started liking it, especially the choreography being very powerful. And then I eventually started listening to the rest of the song, and then I slowly started falling in love with this song. So that's why we're sitting here in our lovely top 10, with Wild Side sitting at number 7 out of all 2022 songs. Very big roller coaster for me, if you don't already think so. The vocals was what really sold me for this song. It was so powerful. They all had moments to shine, including Yeri, which really made me happy. Like, I was not expecting all 5 of them to actually get a chance to do the higher part of the chorus, so it blew me away. But I've had a very strong change with my feelings for this song, so that's why I feel like 7's a good spot for that.
눈을 가린 듯이 take it slow, so slow. 새로운 세상에 입을 맞추고 묘한 이끌림에 let you
Coming in at number 6 is my personal favorite debut of 2022. And with that, I'm referring to Do 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 by Tam. I was in denial back in February when they debuted, I want to say it was, that, oh, I'm not gonna get too deep into them. They're just a project group, they're temporary. I'm not gonna get too attached to them. But then Walking on the Moon came out, then Louder came out, then Beautiful Lie came out, and now here we are with them being an alt. So that's been my adventure with this group. I really love this song. I was not expecting to get a more mature R&B kind of sound from this debut, which really shocked me, which is probably why I fell in love, because it was so unexpected compared to what we have been having prior to. But I'm obsessed with this song. I still hate the fact that the English version is in a lower key. I still want to know who made the decision to put the 2 different versions in 2 different keys. It is annoying. Because I listen to one and I'm like, it sounds off, and I listen to the other and I'm like, but it doesn't sound like that. It irritates me and irritates my soul. Who? Why? But yeah, so we have one of my alt groups chilling here at number 6 and living their best life.
welcome to the zone. Feeling good right now, feeling good right now. Somebody more. Feeling good right now, feeling good right now.
Coming in at number 5 is our second Japanese song that's in the top 10, which is Circus by Stray Kids. Earlier in my top 20 somewhere, I believe we had Pop by Nyan, which I said, this song got me through the summer. That was one song that got me through the summer. Circus was the other song that got me through the summer. I had that song on a repeat for far too long. There was no reason that it needed to shoot to the top of all my Receiptify and Spotify stuff. There's no reason that song needed to be the number 1 song at any point in time, because I listened to it that much. The Korean version is just as immaculate, but the Japanese version really hits differently, especially with the overall theme and vibe of the song. Japanese version 100%. I'm honestly obsessed with it. I have to come to a decision with Stray Kids at some point, and I don't think I'm ready to accept that truth, but I mean, at this point, it's just gonna happen. There's a reason why they're here in my top 10. But yeah, we have Circus here being our second Japanese song in the top 10, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I'm tomboy. Yeah, I'll be the tomboy.
Coming in at number 4 is one of my personal favorites, and we have Tomboy by Idol. I loved the song a lot from when it was released in March all the way through August. However, seeing this song live in concert made me love it even more. I did not know I could sing that loudly along to Tomboy, but I could. Being that close to the stage, near that, oh my gosh, that was an experience. And I honestly have come to love this song way more because of that. Even when the song first came out, I was obsessed with the outro part. And after the concert, I'm obsessed with the outro part, especially Shua. Shua killed that part. I love the la la la's. Love it. Favorite part. It was also an interesting part of the music video too, because they had the stop motion dolls. Either way, this was another one of those comebacks that I was scared about, because this was the first comeback after a member left the group. So I was very concerned what we were going to get for this comeback. But honestly, I am fully okay with what we got, and I feel like honestly losing a member just made Idol stronger, because the fact that they lost a member and then they gave us Tomboy followed by Nude, oh, they came back stronger, and they're like, you thought we were gonna go down? How cute, we're only going up from here. So my only alt female group obviously is in my top 10 for very obvious reasons.
Why do I keep getting attracted? 자석같이 끌려가. I cannot explain this reaction. 이거밖에 1, 4, 3. Why do I
Coming in at number 3 is the group that is constantly making me have an identity crisis with my alt, and that is Stray Kids with Case 143. I love the song. I really, really, really love this song. And I think I finally have come to accept the fact that I think Stray Kids needs to be an alt of mine at this point. I like way too many of their songs, and it's honestly just problematic. Now, hopefully I can figure out my bias list, because that's just as problematic with their alt status. But I love the song. It felt really refreshing. I know most people like didn't like it, but I was obsessed with it. Like, it had a fresh vibe to it, and it didn't really fit into like that noise music genre that most boy groups fell into this year. It kind of had its own flair and creativity, and there were so many intricate details with the instrumental. Like, I listened to the instrumental afterwards and I'm like, wow. And as you can tell, it's currently my YouTube outro. So obviously I have to like it to some extent for it to be my outro, and for me to decide to make it my outro. So that's why you're gonna hear Case 4-3 in about a few minutes once we get to the outro. But I love the song. It's amazing. My bias list is in shambles for this group, as expected. I still remember my reaction when I realized that 143 meant I love you, and I felt like the smartest person in the world. Can I get another song that gives me that feeling, please? Because it might be high in my list next year too. Who knows? Coming in at number 2 is the song that I honestly thought would take number 1 this year, and that is Voltage by ITZY. It is also the 3rd Japanese song of this top 10. Listening to the teasers, I was obsessed with it. I was looping the teasers because the drums sounded amazing in the teaser, so I'm like, I need this. And then the song came out over spring break, and I could not resist listening to it to record a reaction when I got back. So I ended up listening to it and now regret not recording reaction for it, because it's one of my favorite songs. Kind of similarly to a lot of songs that are in this top 10, this was my intro at one point. I believe it was my intro at one point. So it's like, once again, another phenomenal song that has made its way into my intro or outro. But I'm obsessed with it. Charity Young looked amazing and sounded amazing. Ryujin killed me as always. Leah, phenomenal. Yeji dominated this era. Yuna, amazing, fantastic, powerful. And I'm still obsessed with the instrumental. Like, this is one song where I will probably say I listen to the official instrumental just as much as I listen to the original version, because I am just that obsessed with the instrumental for this. So that's why we have Voltage chilling here at our lovely number 2 spot, which got demoted because of this next song. Coming in at number 1, which happened to also be one of my old outros, is After Like by IVE. I really was telling myself that Voltage was gonna be number one. But then I heard the teaser for Afterlife, and I heard the I Will Survive sample. At that point, I knew Voltage was in trouble. And sure enough, when the actual song came out, Voltage was in trouble. I am way too obsessed with this song. I literally learned the choreography within 2 weeks of the song being out. Not even. I had to learn it instantly because I'm like, yes, I love this. I need to know this because this is my song. Like, this is my favorite IVE song by far. 11 was good. Love Dive was good. But Afterlife, it's different for me. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that, but Afterlife is my song for a reason. It's been love at first sight, love at first listen at this point. Like, when I first got this apartment, and I'm like, this is gonna be one of the first reactions I record, and then I love the song. So that's why I have it here at the coveted #1 spot of my favorite song of 2022. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Something I forgot to mention earlier before we got into the video was that this was only title tracks or like single releases. This was not B-sides, which is why songs like Pink Venom, that's technically a B-side, was not included on this list. It would have been included, but I decided to make it easier for myself and just do title tracks or like single releases and not do pre-releases and stuff of that nature. And there's also no other B-sides on here either. So that's kind of a restriction I gave myself. My next video is going to be slightly different. I'm going to have new overlays, so I hope that you enjoy these green leaves, but it's time for me to retire them and get a little bit of a slightly different aesthetic. It's still going to be my same Zen Garden related thing, just slightly different, but you'll see that for my January 2023 ranking, and you'll see the new layout then. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't want to do that, that is perfectly fine. You have tons of other options. You can, your view was enough, but if you do want to discuss elsewhere, you have TikTok, you have Discord, you have Twitter, you have my Twitch, and I also just created an Instagram. So you have a lot of options of places to reach out to me too, so feel free to do so. I love and appreciate you all so much, and I will see you in my January 2023 ranking video. Never Zen out.